Your favorite compas have another jam-packed episode of the Four Compas show. In this episode, we will change things up this week since Gilberto and Vic did a recap of Monday Night Football on House of Horns. Instead, we will do our NFL buy or sell with the compas mid-season edition. Plus, Dan and Dago and Vic, the producer, will give us their Week 10 takeaways. And, of course, we cannot forget our usual segments during the football season. Compas Power Rankings, our picks of the best matchups in Week 11, and time permitting, we will do Burial of the Week and Una Mas. Gilbert, how are you doing today? By the way, Dan and Dago is a full go, no restrictions today. So,
yeah, he's. I think I see him. He's on time already. I can't even give him crap for that. He's coming off a good week, so Dan should be. Yeah, give me your best today, Dan. I know you're hearing me right now, so yeah, we'll see how it goes today. What's up, Jorge?
What's up, Jorge?
Jorge came through, by the way. I'm gonna ship your package soon. Your stickers are gonna be in there too, Jorge.
What was the bet again? I couldn't they had to keep it close, right?
He said the Rams are gonna beat the Dolphins by more than 7 points. That did not happen because the Dolphins won the game. So he technically lost by 14 points there.
What locker room did you go to?
Miami, but it was kind of a weird game, man. Like, I honestly had no idea what the hell to talk about because the Dolphins didn't win in a good fashion. And so I'm like, I started writing something, and then I got to the point where me and my editor were talking.
Hardest one.
Yeah, my editor was like, actually, man, don't force anything. This game sucks. I'm like, yeah, it sucks. I didn't write anything. So I kind of was just there hanging out. And then by the time I realized that we agreed that, hey, you know what, just scrap the story. And I did have a bunch of Dolphins notes that will come out tomorrow, si.com, plug. So it wasn't a total waste there, but by the time we figured out, yeah, let's not force anything and have a deadline story, I got down there and pretty much all the interviews were done. But I saw Jalen Ramsey for a little bit. He recognized me. He remembered me for that 1 year. That's the guy who cursed the Rams in 2022. He remembered me. And then Mike McDaniel spoke. So I got the back end of the Dolphins pressers.
He said he's gonna slap that puppy on his hydro flask. Appreciate it, Jorge. Yeah. That is definitely awesome.
And the merch store.
There you go.
And we have pins.
Oh yeah, I remember the pins. Yeah. How did it feel to be back at SoFi?
It was good, but like it was
the game just threw you off.
One of the worst games, I've been to in a minute, but then again, I haven't been to a lot of games. The food was good at SoFi Stadium, Fernando. I texted you. Halftime. What was it? Oh yeah, sliders. I think was
there you go.
Brisket. Okay. But it wasn't as good as the Greek food. So you know what? I ate pretty well. Got to hang around with some colleagues and friends there, friends and colleagues, right? Eric Williams, Tyler Dragon, Gary Klein, my former colleagues and Adam and Miriam and Joe Reedy, Uncle Joe there. So that was a good time to see people there. But it was like a total, I guess, opposite from the Vikings-Rams game. That kind of felt like an early playoff preview, and then the Dolphins come in, and it's pretty boring.
That's what I was telling, and Tyler got mad at me for this one. I told him I feel like there'll be fireworks in the Chargers-Ravens, but I feel like we're going to be let down a little bit.
I think maybe this Sunday night might be pretty good for you guys.
I think this one will be good, but I'm saying next Monday night, yeah. I think it's going to be a little bit of I think because they're coming off playing the Steelers, and the Chargers are going to be coming off playing the Bengals.
So
I think that game's going to take a little bit to kind of take off. I think the ending will be good, but I think it's gonna take a little bit to kind of get going.
Well, didn't the last time they played each other, Ravens, Chargers,
it was 20-10.
Yeah, it wasn't the best game either. I remember.
No, it was 13-10. Ravens up until like the last drive of the fourth quarter when Lamar kind of got loose, I think, and he scored a touchdown. But other than that, the Chargers had actually done a really good. Don't you remember that was the game where Daniel's favorite Nepo baby, Chris Sims, was like, "Oh, this game, the Ravens shouldn't even fly out here. It's going to be a blowout. Like Ravens are going to blow them out."
Was Herbert still healthy? I can't even remember that game that much. I remember being there. The one that was prime time was the Bills Chargers, right? Easton still playing in that one. I remember that.
And again, that was a really close game, but that's because they were playing for the new coaching staff. But real quick, Jorge's asking, why don't we wear the merch to the games? Jorge, you have to dress a certain way to go to games, so it's not form. casual, formal, casual. Like you have to button up shirt, jacket, stuff like that. So that's the reason why we can't wear that stuff to the games. But like sometimes the practices, like Gilbert will wear it. The only reason why I don't is because I get hot really easily. So I don't wear like sweatshirts during the day. I'll wear it at night, but I don't wear it during the day. When I go to Dan's games, I do wear it. So I do plug it there, and people are always asking me about it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wear the hoodie pretty much every day from September to February. So yeah.
No, where were we? Vegas. Oh, for the Canelo fight. You were wearing it. I'm like, dude, it's hot. You're like, no, I'll be fine. And then we walk out. You're like, okay, yeah, you were right. Like when we went with Adam to
it was
breakfast.
September. It was September.
Yeah.
Okay,
When Adam
I'm like in May? No way.
Yeah, no, not May,
Yeah,
not May.
yeah.
No,
I remember that it was cold in the morning because I had a 5 a.m. flight. I can't handle the cold. So, but then when I got there, I'm like, I already have it on. I'm gonna take it off, but I was sweating.
By the way, before we bring these guys in here, I was gonna ask you about if you're Gilberto, are you okay with how are you doing with your airline kind of filing for bankruptcy today?
Spirit today? Not my airline, but yeah.
It is your airline.
I went one time because I wanted to get to Philly for WrestleMania and I was in a pinch, okay? But it worked out because I saw Rikishi.
Vic, do not put the banner back up because I have something else for Gilbert.
Since we're talking about the airplanes, I gotta show you this video that I guess on Volaris where smoke came through the whole people put music on, put the Undertaker music through it, like, hey, the Undertaker's coming through. So
did you see what happened when they were attempting to land in the Haitian airport?
No.
A Spirit Airlines flight, gunshots. I'm serious. Look.
Sheesh. I'm not surprised. Yeah. Whoever they were looking for definitely was Flying Spirit. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch this.
Goes from here.
Look at that. Yeah. The only time I'm not bougie is when I go on the Mexican Airlines to Volaris. For some reason, I've been there and I've had some of the worst experience on Volaris, but I can't get away from it because they're just affordable flights and I want to go to Mexico.
I want an Aerobus.
It's a little more expensive.
Time. No, but back when I was taking it, it wasn't. Like it was a lot cheaper. But that thing, it would shake up and like you'd literally be shaking up and down. Like I could still fall asleep because I could fall asleep on a flight. But I remember I'd be like, oh, we landed. They're like, no, that's just the turbulence. I'm like, oh shit.
When I was younger, I used to go is it Aeromexico, but I haven't been on one of those in a long time. Now that I have to pay my own ticket.
Jorge said he almost died on it.
Oh, Volaris is the worst, man, but we keep going back.
Yeah, I know. But all right, let's go to let us bring in the fellas in here and let's get into what do we think about some of these teams? Are we buying? Are we selling? But let's get the guys in here. Vic, how are you doing?
Doing good. It's good to be back here. It's funny you guys brought up the whole plane stuff. I was having a conversation. I have never been on Volaris. I thought,
really?
The stewardess, they were like really dressed
Beautiful.
up. I thought it was a good airline, and come to find out, I've been told otherwise. So
which one?
I've only flown Aeromexico.
Oh, that's the fancy one.
Yeah.
Vic's fancy.
Yeah.
So he's only been on Aeromexico. Yeah, no, that Volaris is like
they charge you for everything there.
They used to not. Everything used to be like almost everything used to be free. I cannot wait till they like charge you to use the bathroom. That's coming. There's no way that's not coming.
You know what's weird about Volaris? Every time I go on that flight, it's got at least 5 to 6 people buying the Maruchan or the cup of noodles. I'm like, really? Why? Like it's a 3-hour flight. You could get something else when you get there.
Don't you remember your boy Rikishi paid what?
Oh yeah, he got a bunch of like alcohol drink. I shouldn't put him out there, but and then they messed up his order and they double charged him. He was pissed.
I know. Jump on the show to shit on Gilberto. Our boy Rikishi.
He wants to tell a story. He probably wasn't in a pinch like me too. He needed to go on Spirit.
There you go. All right. Without further ado.
What do you see? What do you say? What do you know? Let me tell you what I know. I cannot wait to get into some of these topics. I'm pretty fired up. I got my Coke Zero ready to roll. By the way, shout out, sponsor your boy. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to roll, baby. It was a good weekend for your boy.
What'd you say?
I said I really like Dan's shirt today.
Oh
yeah, it's a nice
you're
shirt.
the only one for me. Shout out.
It's for Gilberto.
Yeah, you need to make those shirts of me with my picture on
Dude,
the shirt.
you know what's funny? I came up with a shirt idea over the weekend. It was exactly. I go ham.
No, Dan, you don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
No, shirt idea?
Yeah, we're getting the merch store back up and running. So when you come
I need time to really just overhaul the whole thing, and the hoodies and some of the stuff is good, but we need to come up with shirt related shows. So
all right, so you're a coach, a host,
I do it all.
Coordinator,
I do
and
it all.
fashion coordinator. Okay,
I do it all.
I
want to make polos. I just need you for the stitch thing. The patch.
We're gonna need.
Imagine.
We're gonna have.
I bought a polo the other. I have 2 blank black shirts because I'm trying to make prototypes. I just haven't gone around to it. I have a blank white polo for this very reason that's dry fit, so I can get the patch and put it on there. But I just haven't
whenever we get to the corporate level and we have like these fancy meetings and one of these buildings that have Dan leading all the meetings, man, I can't wait.
It's gonna be crazy. I'm just gonna randomly start being like. I'm randomly gonna start being like Gordon Ramsay. This is shit. Shit.
I'm gonna have a Thier send me a picture of himself. And Halloween edition. And we're gonna have him have hard eyes and thinking of Vic.
There you go.
He's gonna be thinking of Vic because he told us on Sunday. He's like, I'm gonna tune in on last Thursday. He told us I'm tuning into Gilberto's hour only because of Vic. I love Vic. And then I was like, oh, there you go.
Look at that. You have a whole show.
The audio that, and I had the picture on because my face is on there.
I was going to say, you have a whole show dedicated to yourself. You still can't get anybody going.
Well, we need a Vic's Picks show, I guess, apparently.
Dude, but that is why you're the greatest heel in the industry. I kid you not. I get excited to see some of those hate comments for you. I always laugh.
Look at this, Dan.
Watching.
Oh, that is beautiful, Angel.
Make a shirt
that
with
is beautiful
with all the times Gilberto's curse screwed.
That is beautiful.
Angel, what are you talking about?
And we'll just make up
the Chargers last week.
Even if he didn't pick them, we'll make it up.
The
most
Chargers
embarrassing losses.
Tennessee Titans. What a tough game, and I chose the Chargers. The curse is over.
No, it's not over.
Yeah, the Chargers helped me get. I think I'm only like 1 point on the season behind Gilbert now because of the Chargers. So thank you, Chargers.
And I made a rule. I'm not picking the Chargers for those top 5 things. I already tortured people enough. So yeah,
exactly.
All right, let's get into the NFL buy or sell with the Compas midseason. Dan, you can go first.
Okay,
buy or sell Lions or Chiefs ending up with the best record.
Irrelevant to me. I don't care. I think I hate the Chiefs.
Just say Lions. You like the Lions.
I do like the Lions, but best record, who cares? I don't care.
All right. Shouldn't have gone with Dan first. Vic,
let's just hope the Lions. Let's just King Rye, what's up, my boy?
Hey.
I hope the Chiefs lose out. That's all I'll say.
And I think because of that, Dan, I think that happens. You can't continue to go this way if you're the Chiefs. You can't continue to just win games at the end. I just think the Lions, they've shown, as we saw on Sunday, that they're going to come back. It'll be interesting to see where they lose the rest of the season. I can see the Chiefs losing at least 3 games the rest of the season.
Oh, come
on. I'm gonna buy the Lions, and I'm selling the Chiefs here.
Who has a more difficult schedule? The Lions.
He took it personal, Vic. Do you see that? He took it personal.
It's a cupcake schedule for the Chiefs.
You think the Lions have a tough schedule to end it?
They still have to play the Packers, play the Vikings again. Well, the Bears.
The Bears. I guess. Do you hear yourself? They have to play the Packers. We're worried about the
Packers are 6-3. You could do a comparison right now.
You're really small. He took it personal, Vic. Don't you ever? He's like what's his name? Shit. Oh, he's like Josh McDaniels
too.
He's like Josh McDaniels. There you go.
Come on. They play the 49ers, the Packers, the Vikings, and the Bills.
Have you been watching the 49ers, guy? They have not looked.
I watched them last week. They're pretty good again.
I was gonna say, Vic, he's like Josh McDaniels right now. He's gonna talk to you after the show. Like, don't you ever talk about the fucking Chiefs like that again.
I'm gonna need Dan to be Antonio Pierce in this situation.
This is the one show that for some reason you get criticized if you say good things about the most dominant team of the last 5 years.
Oh
but
my
whatever.
God! How we don't have enough time to go through this.
There's no
Roll the
safe space,
tape.
Dan.
Roll
Three
the
Super
tape.
Bowls.
Roll the tape. Roll the
Okay.
tape.
But yes.
The
But
eye
that's
in
what
the
makes
sky
us different.
doesn't
We'll
lie.
criticize.
Oh, yeah.
the
I-
best
I-
team.
Frown, you have to understand. He wants to be on with his buddy Nick Wright and all these other guys.
Somehow I'm the
Get
minority here.
excited and everything else about the Chiefs.
I get it. You guys, by the way, people here behind the curtains on the chat here, we have a group text, and every week Fernando, Dan, and Victor want to see the Chiefs lose. Like, oh, this is the week here, and then they get a blocked field goal or they get a bailout call or whatever.
That was
Like,
your fault.
or-
You started that
Mahomes rolled
maneuver.
his ankle. Look
You're
at that.
cursed.
You guys are jinxing the whole damn thing here, so I enjoy it.
Look at him.
Terrible.
All right. So okay. Well, we already know where Gilbert's in. So not even. We don't even have to
I'm
go.
scared
over
for the
I
Lions.
want to
Look
hear
at
his
it.
argument though.
He just
That's
gave it.
It's a
He just
cupcake.
gave it.
They played the Raiders a couple times here for one more time
more
for
time.
the Chiefs there.
Don't you dare.
But I look at the Lions schedule: Vikings, Packers, Bills, and the
go.
49ers. Are they going to go 4-0 there? I don't think so. They might lose 2. They
To
might
who?
even they might even tie. To be honest, it could go what? Babe, what is it?
2-2?
Now? Is it 14
The
and 2?
Chiefs-
Trying to do
Okay,
it.
so the Chiefs go
15
at
and 2.
the Chiefs go at Bills, at Panthers.
Oh,
Raiders come there. Chargers come there. They go at Browns.
oh, come on.
Texans
See?
come there.
Oh, that's
Then-
easy.
Hold on. They go at Steelers and at Broncos to end it.
I say 2 to 3.
I'm with Vic. I think they lose 3 games.
But why not the Lions too? I just told you 4 teams that could probably
Oh
lose
yeah,
to.
no. I think the
Why
Lions
not the
will lose.
Lions too? His Chiefs can finish just as well.
Okay, fine. The
your
Lions
favorite
get
Mahomes?
the Bears twice and the Jaguars. All gimmies there.
Who's your favorite Mahomes? Is it Jackson or is it Pat Sr.?
It's the one with talent, okay, Patrick.
Or is it Mrs. Mahomes?
Oh, actually, the dad.
Well, the
has some
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, the dad has
By
some
the way,
talent.
did you see
the
his video?
DUI.
Did you see his DUI video?
Yeah. Where do you know who my son
Please,
is?
no, yeah, but then he's like, no, my son has a big week coming up. He's in the Super Bowl. Please don't say anything or something like
Come
that.
on,
Please don't
feel bad
arrest
for
me.
Patrick with his wild family there.
I'm gonna go neither one of these two. Just be. Oh well, no, I think they'll tie.
You have to pick one.
They're
What are
gonna
you
tie.
talking
They're gonna
about?
tie with the
What
same
are you
record.
talking
They're gonna have the same
about?
record. They're gonna
Yeah,
have the
This
same
I'm-
record.
I'll
this
take that
isn't
from
Europe,
Fernando.
buddy. This isn't Europe, buddy. There's no such thing as ties in America.
No. But I mean, they're gonna
Sudden
end up
death.
with the same record.
We're in different
I
conferences.
feel like the Chiefs are going to lose 3 games, and I think the Lions will lose 2 more games. The Lions, what they're doing is not sustainable either. The way that they like Jared Goff throwing 5 picks, like that.
No. Don't even talk about that. We're getting to that. Don't you worry.
Oh, okay.
Don't you worry.
So
He's
whatever.
got the
I just think.
whole world.
I think both teams. Dan, if the Lions had a certain other quarterback, what do you think they'd be doing right now?
Let me tell you something. They'd be undefeated. They'd be blowing
They
out a
already have
bunch of
one
these
loss.
bombs. Hey, my boy doesn't throw 5 picks. You give him those weapons, he's going to
He
throw
has
for
won the whole
10,000
year.
yards. He's going to throw for 10,000 yards. You give
We
him
had
those
somebody
weapons.
actually ask that question about the Rams. Somebody said, imagine if Herbert was on this Rams team, what he would be doing.
Oh yeah,
Yes, last
Oh,
night.
yeah.
yeah, we got that.
Really?
People got mad at
Yeah.
Stafford. So mad, they're pissed off now.
Oh wow, Dan. But they have to remember what team Herbert is on, don't they?
Son of Odin on the real team, baby, with Jimbo.
I'm starting to believe, Dan, if Herbert ever got traded, you will follow that team.
Hold on. I need you to close this. He just pissed me off. How dare you? How dare you think I'm a Hiad fan? I'm not a bronze sexual or any of these other fools. I don't jump from team. I stayed with them when they moved to LA. What are you talking about? I'm a jump ship.
All right,
Are
you're
you crazy?
all right.
That's
My bad, Homer.
insulting my
There.
integrity, crazy.
Dan,
Yeah,
why don't
right.
you tell him what you told that reporter when she asked you
Let me
at
tell you
training
something.
camp?
Let me tell you a little inside baseball.
Off
The
a San
first
Diego
training camp-
reporter.
The first training camp in Los Angeles, some lady reporter, I
Oh,
was
yeah?
trying to be respectful with the term. I don't remember her name. Some lady reporter comes up to me and says, "Where are you coming from?" I said, "San Diego." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Oh, really? And you're still supporting them?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." And then she's like, "You don't care that they left?" I was like, "Ma'am, I hate that they're okay with losing. I don't give a rat's ass where they go as long as they win. If they win a Super Bowl and they're playing on Mars or the moon, I'm gonna go over there for the freaking parade. I don't care. I'll get pissed drunk in the morning in space. Zero gravity.
Funny part is she walks by to Eric Williams and then he's like, "What's up? What's up, individual?" And then she goes, "Some asshole over there just gave me like just the typical asshole soundbite." And then he goes, "Who was it?" And then she points, and it's that Dan, and Eric's like, "Oh, your brother's causing trouble." I was like, "What are you doing?" He
Did
tells
this
me
ever
like,
make it on TV? Because I would like to see it.
No,
it
of course not.
No,
I think she was
there's
writing
way
it.
we're gonna make
I
it
think
on
she was
TV.
writing it.
Jorge, I believe Haley's still doing stuff with the Chargers. She's doing stuff with the Lakers. She's doing stuff with everybody. So Haley is all over the place. She is a superstar. We love her. Friend of the show.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Awesome.
By
All
the way,
right.
speaking of that video, what other team would you want to play for? Jimbo.
You want me to go back to the
Harbaugh?
video, Dan?
Yeah, let me enjoy it now after he tried to
We don't
ruin it
need
for
to
me.
see this
I'm not
again.
gonna let you ruin this for me. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me.
You
play
can
it.
watch these videos here on What's Up Boats.
No. We need to spread the joy. That's what I'm doing here. I'm spreading the joy. I'm so happy
You
and
beat
excited.
somebody who's actually good, and then we go watch.
Oh, did you
Wow.
hear this? Now you're really into those. Okay, shh. Everybody quiet. Everybody look at that.
Well, the Bengals are 4-6.
Herbert,
I mean.
watch Herbert drop back. Wow.
Damn it.
Look at the intensity.
Balls
dude.
are coming out good. I
Look at
suck
the-
today. No, you're good. We're good.
Look at the
My
intensity,
bad, my
dude.
bad. Balls are coming
That's
out,
what I'm talking
coming out
about.
good.
Finally, we have some damn leadership in that building. Anyway, you're really buying into that theory? Excuse me. You haven't played anybody. The offenses you played are not very good. You're buying into that theory. You're that guy? Was that you?
No,
who
I
asked the
just
question?
wanted to troll you. So
He's a
I
big
mean,
troll. Big troll,
it
Frown.
does
You hear
count
that?
for something, and also by far from all the teams at AFC, you've had the easiest schedule. But I'm just
Here we
or-
go.
The next
just
four
saying.
games, though, I
Five.
think it's gonna show a lot about who the
Five.
Chargers are.
You have a
They
good
also
point,
play
Vic.
Tampa in LA.
You have a good point. I'm confused though. I'm confused, Frown. Okay, we supposedly have one of the easiest schedule, but who was the one who said they were going to win 10 to 13 games, and he thought I was crazy? Oh, sorry, that was me. That's right. I
Played
said
everybody the
that.
Chiefs
You thought I was
played.
crazy,
Well,
crazy.
Same
Chris did a
schedule.
lot.
So what the difference is between us and the Chiefs? I mean, I'm for real. Like, can you answer that?
No.
So why they saying it?
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Well, you know
They're
the beauty
scattered
of
as the world.
football. In the next 4 weeks, we're gonna find out when they play some real teams.
Wow. Apparently,
You know what's gonna be funny, Dan? If you beat the Ravens and let's just say you beat the Chiefs, there's
I'm
still
gonna
gonna be a lot
reach
of
out for that
criticism thrown your way, huh, Dan?
Oh, I'm gonna be excited. You're not gonna be
Yeah,
able to shut
and then
my
I'll
ass.
say, "Well, you never won a Super Bowl." So I
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
get-
There you go.
got
It's
a lot
just
of
moving
things.
the goalpost with this guy. It's just moving the goalpost.
Well, we need the content. If you're not riled up or annoyed with me, no one's gonna watch the show.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm
All
telling
right.
you.
I'm gonna go with Vic on this one. Buy or sell Cardinals or Commanders as a team that goes from first to last to first.
Ooh.
Who do you want to start? Am I starting?
Oh no,
here?
yeah, my bad. I thought I said Vic. Sorry, Vic.
Oh, yeah. Give me the Cardinals just because I think it's going to be hard for the Commanders to hold off the Eagles there. With the Cardinals, I saw their schedule and there's at least 4 wins and they already got 6 on their schedule. So I think 10 wins will win this division. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals, which would, as we said, it seems crazy, but there's always a team that goes from last to first.
I will buy the Cardinals as well. I will sell the Commanders. The Eagles are white hot right now, and I think they're going to get even. They might get even better. Defense playing well, offense playing really well. By the way, everybody's talking about all these big names that could go to Dallas. My pick right now is Kellen Moore to become the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
He's with the Eagles. He's the ROC. They're playing really well. That's a way for Jerry to say, come home. Well, I let you go because of Mike McCarthy. Why don't you come home and you be our head coach? It's going to be stupid. It's going to be bad. It's going to be horrendous.
It's gonna be
But
the
that's
Ivy League
Cowboys
ginger
are.
all over.
He
again.
knows Dak. He knows the team. He knows what it takes to wear the star on the helmet. And he's going to go
be
with
a
him.
puppet.
Yep, 1,000%. It's not going to be Bill Belichick.
That's probably the
It's not gonna
biggest
be
point there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. So there you go. Yeah, Vic, just help me tag team and win this argument. All right, Dan, which one do you pick?
First off, I'd like to put up a comment. I really enjoyed this by Jorge. How dare you, Gilberto? You're a scumbag.
I don't even know what I said. I
It was
lost
about the
track.
Super Bowl one, probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
the
probably
Super Bowl.
Sorry.
What was I going to tell you?
Oh my God, Angel.
I guess I'll go. I guess I'll go with the Cardinals also, just because that division's kind of garbage. So they'll probably be able to pull it out. I don't think the Niners have played except they haven't played like they're going back to the Super Bowl and everything.
They haven't beat
else,
anybody,
and
Dan.
They haven't played anybody. That's the other thing, and they're 4-5. My team's 6-3, but we haven't played anybody. But okay, who cares? They're irrelevant. But what's the craziest part?
Beat the Broncos. Good job.
Someone on this program picked them to go back to the Super Bowl, and they look about as slow as dog manure right now. They look like two people in the old home trying to get it on. They're so slow right now. So
who picked them?
Oh, what did you not pick them? I thought you picked them.
Who
else do I say that about? I thought you picked them.
You talking about the 49ers?
Yeah, the 49ers go back.
I didn't pick them at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I chose
he went Lions and Texans.
Yeah, that was my original pick. And then even my second pick, I went Chiefs and the Commanders. So no 49ers to be found.
Wow.
Nice try.
So all right. I'm always trying to slip those in there.
Go ahead, Gilbert.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that you guys are buying into these Eagles here. You want to know the winning streak? Cleveland Browns, New York Giants, the Bengals, the Jaguars, the Cowboys. Give me a break. They almost lost to the Jaguars. It wasn't a freaking Trevor Lawrence throwing an interception.
Oh, okay, Gilbert's going Washington on Thursday.
Yeah, and let me tell you this. I chose both of these teams to do well. The Commanders and the Cardinals. We're having this topic
actually,
here
technically,
I got it
right.
No.
Technically,
I chose the Cardinals to make the playoffs. And the last to first segment, who chose the Commanders? You guys all were cowards and chose the Bengals. I went with the Commanders.
So did you.
I chose the Commanders. Look at I even said
you chose the Commanders as your
for
breakout team
for the show. No, for the last one first. I said the Bengals are a coward pick. I'm gonna go with the Commanders. It. Watch the video. I remember this, and because I know my wins here. Commanders and the Cardinals. This question was for me. How are you guys? A couple of weeks ago, Victor, you were bashing Nick Sirianni. They were almost lost to the Jaguars last week. They beat the Browns by 4 points when Sirianni was screaming at the fans here. Like, who have they really beat? The Packers in week 1 in Brazil. Yeah, big wook here. So whatever. So I'll say this though. It's gonna be a lot of pressure on my takes here because the Commanders lose to the Steelers, lose to the Eagles back to back, then I definitely jinx them.
I can't wait.
But I need the Commanders this week to prove me right here. But I'd rather take the Commanders here because the Eagles, they're a little fraudy to me. Who have they beaten? I can't be calling the Chargers cupcakes and not the Eagles. Got to be consistent, right?
So no one's
Raiders,
played any
Jets, Colts, Bengals, Cardinals. That's the playoffs, not the first to last segment. I got the Cardinals. I like how you stopped that Raiders. Like that was probably the worst pick ever.
I'm about to give my brother a stroke. What are we doing?
Oh my God, I got lightheaded a little bit. My God,
you threw me off there. I was
what happened?
That was proof that I chose the Cardinals. But yeah.
All right. Next one: buy or sell 5 or 6 new teams making the playoffs. Gilbert.
This is tough because I think
I'll give you the playoff picture right now.
Yeah,
it's
in the has maybe 2 teams.
Yes, right now it's the Chargers and the Broncos would be the new teams, and then in the NFC is the Falcons, Cardinals, Vikings, Commanders. Yes, so those were.
Oh, okay.
It would be 6 right now.
6.
You know what? Everybody you said on all those teams you mentioned, well, besides the Broncos, but then the Bengals will get in, right? They'll be a new team.
Yes.
So I'll go with 6 here.
I'll go with 5. Vic,
I'm gonna say the streak continues and it's 6. I mean, we've had 6 for a while now. It just like Gilbert said, and I'll talk about it in the next segment when we do our takeaways. I think the 7th seed is pretty much in the AFC. It's gonna either be the Broncos or the Bengals, and that makes it 6 teams. I'm a little worried in the. My only worry would be in the NFC if the Falcons lose out to the Buccaneers, then that would make
or the
it
49ers make it over the Cardinals.
Yes.
Yeah. Dan, you have a request.
Gilberto Manzano. Gilberto Manzano. Gilberto Manzano.
All right.
That's
I need that
what
as a
we should
ringtone.
sing. That's what we should sing every time he curses a team. That'll be it.
Buy or sell 6 or 7 head coaching vacancies after the season.
Ooh.
Vic.
I'm gonna say 6. We already had 2, right? We had Robert Saleh and we had Dennis Allen.
Dennis Allen.
Yes, my guess would be the Raiders, the Giants. I'm trying to think of.
All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Gilberto Manzano.
You guys are off code.
Gilberto
You guys are off.
Okay, well, lead the damn chat, Dad.
All right,
Well,
Mr.
listen, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Gilberto Manzano. Am I the fingers? Are the fingers right?
You guys have no rhythm.
You're
My
the worst
God.
coach. Come on.
You're the one.
All
All right, I'm saying 6.
I will say, okay, Antonio Pierce, the two that were already fired.
Matt
Big
Eberflus.
Mike McCarthy,
Yes.
Eberflus should be already fired. And there's going to be one more.
Brian Dable.
Oh,
Giants.
you know what? There's going to be 7. I say Doug Peterson goes as well.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
I say 7.
I'll
I
say
will go with 7.
I'll say 6 because I think Dable might be safe. I think they really like him.
Shut up. There's no way.
They're gonna blame Daniel Jones. They're gonna bench him, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, see, it's not our fault." I'll say 6.
By the way, have you noticed fan bases are all now fighting on Twitter over Shador Sanders? Every fan base keeps on saying they want Shador Sanders.
I was surprised because my colleague Albert Bree just bashed the draft. He said the top 5 picks are some of the worst picks in a long time. So,
Oh, really?
I've heard
people
that
are fighting
too.
for. Are people really fighting for Shador Sanders?
Because
Yeah,
it's probably
like
going to
fan
be
bases-
the only. Yeah.
Fan
I'll
bases are fighting over Shador Sanders.
maybe because it's really popular. Hey, we got
Hey,
double.
Jorge!
Yeah.
There you go, Jorge. Shout out.
We
you.
appreciate you, Jorge. You're the
Thank you,
man.
Jorge. You're the man.
I love the
he's been
profile
spending a
for
bunch of money
Pocono.
here. Got the merch too.
Yeah.
I'll
Shout
ship it
out.
out for you soon.
Shout out.
He's the best. Okay. So Gilbert, what did you go with?
I go with 6. I think Dable might be safe. Maybe he gets Shador Sanders. The Giants do. And by the way, one more thing. I would not draft Travis Hunter #1. Like a corner or wide receiver. Make up your mind. I'd rather have a quarterback. In
Well,
the top
remember,
5.
well, you weren't there. A certain GM told us one
Oh,
time that he has them going receiver. He has him as a receiver in the NFL, not as a cornerback, which I found very interesting just because of
The genius
You know what
who
position
supposedly
is
hits
gonna
on
be
first rounders.
Yeah. You know what position is going to be really deep in this draft? And I can tell you that right now because I've already heard it from a couple of people. It's
defensive
running
back.
back.
Oh.
There's
Oh,
that
yeah.
kid from Boise State, and there's
yeah.
like 8 or 10 dudes coming out. So, yeah, if you're in
need
need
one.
of a running back, this is going to be the draft for you.
I need one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Yes.
Just
All
get
right.
Austin Eckler back.
Get out of here, dude. So I can join the cult.
Last one. Let us
Dancing
go
on
with
TikTok.
the MVP goes to the player on the best team or the best player overall, Gilbert.
Honestly, I'm not even sure who's the media's MVP right now because
Oh
Jared
my
Goff.
God, Lamar Jackson, and it's not even close.
Again, like I'm tired of him winning. At some point, though,
Who cares?
it's kind of like the LeBron factor or like Aaron
Oh
Rodgers.
my
People get tired of
God.
picking the same guy, which it tells you how stupid this voting process is. You get tired of somebody. That's why Bill Belichick. I don't think did he ever win it or maybe one time. The
I
coach
don't
of the year.
think. I don't think
no,
he's been
barely.
the best player in the league the past few times he's won it. I can probably find someone who's better.
I don't get why Lamar Jackson's being the front runner again. I know Jared Goff had that sinker, but I don't know if and then that team can't play defense, which is not Lamar Jackson's fault. But why are we all talking about the Ravens like there's something? I really don't know, but I guess in this case, to answer the question here, I'll go with the best player, and maybe it's Derrick Henry, maybe it's even Saquon Barkley. How about a running back for a change?
Mm-hmm.
They hate doing that. They always want to give it to quarterbacks. It's the most idiotic. Like, make it a quarterback trophy. Then how about that?
It's
Yeah.
the year. It's the year of the comeback for running backs. Let's do it right here. Give them the award.
Vic, what do you think?
And the reason I put this question in here was because I think that if we're going to do that, give Lamar the offensive player of the year because he's putting up all these stats offensively, and give someone else the MVP, like Gilbert just mentioned, either a running back or another quarterback. It doesn't have to be Lamar Jackson. You can, kind of give it to a receiver or someone else. But for offensive player of the year, you give it to Lamar Jackson. You got to kind of reward the teams that have the best record out there. So we'll see what happens.
There you go. All right. Gilbert, did you already go?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
I went best
Okay.
player.
Yeah, I'll say best player as well. All right, one bonus question real quick, and then we can move on. Listen to what Dan Patrick had to say about a scenario that he believes could happen.
Have no information whatsoever. What if the Raiders had the number 1 pick? And I'm Mark Davis. Would I say to Deion Sanders, we're going to take Shador, and we want you to be our head coach? I don't think it's crazy.
Likelihood that happens.
Must be a fan. He's probably heard the show.
I'm starting to put it like at 35%. People keep talking. People keep talking about it too much. So
Yeah, I think one team is going to end up. It sounds like Las Vegas is the team because we've seen Shador with Mark Davis. We've seen Shador and Tom Brady work out. I'm going to go 40%.
don't forget about Shiloh.
Vic,
Don't forget about Shiloh.
Vic, what do you think?
This is interesting. It just feels like a Raider thing, and I just wonder if you're Tom Brady, since now you're a part owner, if you want to go through that. Do you want to go out there and get? And I'm not saying that Deion Sanders doesn't deserve to be a head coach. It just sounds like he
they're
wants to be
impressive this year.
Yeah. It sounds like he
Colorado's
wants to be a college football coach. And if I'm the Raiders, like if you're firing Antonio Pierce here, then go and get an offensive guy. Go and fix that offense. And then, there's going to be a bunch of defensive coordinators out there that you can go get, whether it's Matt Eberflus or a Robert Saleh out there. But if I'm Tom Brady here, and I feel like he's the one that's going to make this decision, because he's going to leave it up to Mark Davis is going to leave it up to Tom Brady. I think he goes and gets an actual head coach from the NFL as opposed to someone from college.
I think Tom.
But we can only dream, right? I mean, for content here, it would be great.
Dan, what do you think?
Tell you, I kind of like Jorge's comment here. The return of the hoodie. I also like Blue Dream here. Shout out. I just feel like Vrabel's next in line for the Raiders job based on how the roster is now for them.
I just feel like their problem isn't the defense; it's the offense that's the problem. Sorry,
I reclaim my time.
Especially if you're going to draft a quarterback.
No, but my thing is, right?
Why would I entrust Bill Belichick and why would I entrust Josh? Oh, and you can't hire Josh McDaniels back. Why would he want to come to the Raiders?
Who says no? He's an offensive coordinator. Like that's what he's known for. That's what he is.
You know what they would say? It'd be like when Ryan got fired and Michael Scott hires him back, and he goes, "Ryan cost this company thousands of millions of dollars." And that's exactly what they would do.
I mean, they're still paying him, right? Technically,
exactly. So
yeah. If Vance Joseph can go back to Denver, Josh McDaniels can come back to Las Vegas.
But I think Ben Johnson's going to the Bears.
I reclaim my time. Wow, that would be a mistake with a nail painting freak over there. No thanks.
Adam Schefter said no. So
hey, Diego.
Shout out, Diego.
Hey. Why?
Anyway. Well, I was going back to this, right?
Wait, hold on. Let me ask Vic a question. Sorry.
I get interrupted by all three, and then I didn't get to finish.
It's Diego. He didn't want to hear you talk anymore, so he gave us
Shut up.
According to Adam Schefter, he said that things with the Bears, like the way they run things, is not great, and that's not something that Ben Johnson is interested in. That's according to Adam Schefter.
That's true.
I was going to say,
Diego, we will get into that in a second.
Enough of Raiders.
All right, you know what?
I like this. I like this, Angel. Send Gilberto to Chicago.
Hey, I'll coach. I can coach.
Diego spent $199. Do you guys just want to do your picks like after this?
Yeah, we could do it after the.
Yeah, he gave us money.
Mike.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, hurry up.
Yeah, okay. I'll just say, I think with Brady being in there now, he's going to want to bring that type of Patriot mentality to the Raiders. I think that's what they've been missing probably the most. They don't know who they are anymore. They're not the Raiders, you guys grew up on in the NWA era where they were physical, dirty, and all that other stuff. Like they just have no They have no wind in their sails. They don't know where they're
AP
going.
tried, and even that didn't
Bill
work for him.
Belichick's
Yeah.
gonna
I don't
want
know
Tom
about
Brady
that.
as his boss.
That's another.
Frown.
That'd be weird. Yeah.
You have to understand, right? They won a lot together. What happened when they know how to win together? That's just what I'm getting at.
I don't know if
Especially,
they want to win together again.
oh well, that's something else. But
Bill
it's a different
has-
role.
Bill now
It's-
has one less Super Bowl than he does. I'm
Oh,
sure
well.
he's gonna want to go get it somewhere.
Fine then.
else.
His old teammate. Then is that what you want to hear? His old teammate. He knows his old teammate can do it. What he did in Tennessee, look at them in their first year without him. Like, my God.
Tom Telesco and Bill Belichick in the same room would actually be really interesting to see.
Exactly. I love what. Oh well, actually, I probably shouldn't put that.
All right. This weekend, Iron Mike Tyson steps back in the ring against Jake. What they used to call him something else. The
Problem
Call him
child.
call him YouTuber. I don't want to call him a guy.
Problem
yeah,
child.
the guy sounds.
Well,
Real. By the
yes.
way, who was it that announced? Ryan Clark. I saw I was watching the lead up to it. He goes El Gallo,
What?
Jake El Gallo,
Get out of here.
Paul. I was like, oh my god.
Oh man,
Hey Jay, you f up that Cali burrito and shredded beef taco.
Shout
right now.
out,
There you
Jay.
go.
Yeah, it sounds bomb. Actually.
But all right, let us go now with that fight. Who you guys got this weekend? Iron Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. Gilberto, you are the boxing expert, so I'll start off with you.
Yeah. Expert. Yeah, no, it's true.
Source is
Blazers. But so obviously, me being a purist boxing fan, a hardcore fan, not a casual, part of me wants to be like, this freaking fight's stupid. It's a spectacle. There you go. I can't even say it right. Circus clown act, whatever. And then I started thinking about like, just have fun. Like, it's not even on pay-per-view. It's on Netflix. We all have Netflix. It's an 8-round fight.
Netflix.
Netflix for free. 2-minute rounds, not 3-minute rounds. The gloves are a little bigger. I think they're 14 ounces instead of 10. So everybody who's crying about, don't ruin Mike Tyson's legacy. He might get killed in there. We don't want to see Iron Mike like that. No. Iron Mike knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy. He's a beast. He's a monster. So just because of all the rules, and I don't have to pay, some dumb price, $80, $80.99, whatever the hell it is, to watch here, or obviously use some of my other resources to watch a fight. I won't be like Adam Schefter, who watches illegal streams football. But putting all that aside, the rules, the Netflix free, I'm going to enjoy the crap of it, just because I think Mike Tyson actually has a chance to beat Jake Paul. Tommy Fury, the half brother of Tyson Fury, could beat Jake Paul. Give me Mike Tyson to win in a unanimous decision, 8 rounds, sweeps all, takes him to school. El Gallo, the problem child, YouTuber, whatever. You win 0 rounds. How about that?
It's a joke.
Look at that. I love how Hugh is now Jay, but he has a picture of the Heavyweights kid
That's
in the
funny.
movie Heavyweights with Ben Stiller. That's funny. Look at this dude.
Look at that.
Look at Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's going to be fine. Don't worry about him.
What's your pick?
Unanimous decision, Mike Tyson. 8-0.
All right,
Sweet.
I am gonna go knockout Mike Tyson in the
That was wild.
in the 6th round. Go ahead, Vic.
I'm gonna go with Mike Tyson. I think he knocks him out. He needs to do it in the first couple rounds, because if not, this one's going the distance, as you guys mentioned.
Interesting.
I think the bigger story here, guys, I feel like it's Netflix. If they can hit on this,
yes,
it sets them up huge to become what we've kind of been waiting for in terms of what we've been missing from Showtime and HBO when we used to get those fights on there. If this goes well for Netflix, I think that's what I'm mostly rooting for, is if this works out, then it sets up Netflix in a big way. And you know this, Fernando, they're getting WWE next year, I should say. So I think it also kind of gives us a glimpse of what we can see with WWE as well.
Well, Netflix has slowly been working its way into this. They did the Love is Blind, the Tom Brady roast live, and then now they're doing this fight, and then WWE, like I said, is next. But Yep, we have to remember too. WWE's kind of been ahead of its time when it comes to everything that they do. The Vince documentary showed you a little bit of like what they did. Then they went to the WWE network and did everything with a subscription, and people only had to pay $7 a month to watch all these pay-per-views. Well, their subscriptions were up. And the same thing's happening now with Netflix. Now you just have to go to Netflix to watch. And if you're on the West Coast, you don't have to wait till 8 p.m. to watch it. It's going to be on at 5 o'clock Pacific. And if you didn't catch it, you can go in there and watch it after if you've missed something. So it's going to be great, I think. So, yeah, Vic, I completely agree with you. I hope this hits just so that people go the Netflix route. And maybe that's the route that because DAZN used to be $20 a month and you could watch everything. Now it's $20 a month plus whatever to watch the fight. So, yeah, it's getting ridiculous. But Dan, we're ending with you. What you got?
Oh, I hope he knocks him out. I'm tired of, this sideshow freak. We were watching a little bit of his thing on Netflix, and it's the stupidest thing ever because he's like, oh, everyone complains that all I fight are YouTubers. Then I fight real fighters, and I'm still not a fighter, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, dude, all these guys were retired UFC guys, and they're in there like
not even real boxers.
Yeah, they're they're like 20 years older than him. And then he thinks if he beats Mike, it's gonna be like a not on the belt where people are gonna take him for real. I think correct me if I'm wrong, the only real boxer he's faced is Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
And even he's not a boxer
He's
full
not even
time.
a real professional.
Yeah, and he lost. Like, that's why I'm sick of it. I hope he just knocks him out and he goes away, honestly.
This is a good question. Is there an undercard to this? Or
the co-main, if you like women's boxing.
Oh yeah, that's right. They hyped it up. Yeah, I like the Irish chick.
Taylor Serrano #2 rematch. The first one was really good.
Yeah, who's the Irish chick? Something Taylor or something?
Yeah, Katie Taylor. But Amanda Serrano is a good looker herself too. By the way, she's Puerto Rican.
I hope
Hopefully
I
she's
don't,
on Radio Row.
Did we
I
see
hope
her?
I don't get. I hope we don't get knocked for this, but usually I get knocked for a lot of stuff, so I don't get it. But watch this.
Finally, would that happen?
If he's not a fucking puta.
Okay,
this guy's an idiot. This guy's an idiot, dude. This guy's an idiot.
El Gallo.
I'm so tired of this guy. You know what's funny? I hate his brother just as much, but I at least give his brother credit because he's actually, good in the ring.
He's actually doing well in his sport, not pretending to do
this
well.
is a joke. Yeah, this is a joke.
All right, let us move on. Week 10 takeaways. Vic, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, let me go back up and go here. All right. So as we talked about it during buy or sell, I almost changed this because I kind of saw some people talking about this already, but it just feels like the playoff seeds in the AFC are pretty much set, right? Like from 1 to 6, you have, and I'll go through these: the Chiefs, the Bills, the Texans, the Ravens, the Chargers, and there's one more team, and the Steelers, right? I just feel those are going to be your top six seeds. I don't know how they're going to go, which way they're going to end up, but I think we can all agree that those are pretty much set. And I think the 7th seed is up for grabs now. It's either going to be the Broncos, the Bengals, and maybe the Dolphins, depending on what they do. They have an easy schedule the next 4 games where they can get back to 500. So that'll be kind of interesting. But it just shows you, like, it's crazy to see that the AFC, if this is the case now, I mean, you're pretty much just trying to jock for position here in terms of the seeds for the rest of the season. And we're just pretty much trying to see who ends up as the 7th seed.
Maybe the Colts, but even them, I don't even believe
the Colts. They'd have to beat the Jets this weekend. I mean, that's not even a guarantee.
Yeah.
Just
Loser goes home.
Just play Richardson at this point, honestly.
But the thing is, I think he's trying to get. I think they're trying to show Richardson, hey, like, just take it professional, don't be a jackass, and that's kind of the issue there. And it seemed Richardson should have came in last year and sat for a year. They should have just do or die, let him sit. Maybe the last 2 games of the season you let him in, but
sit a rookie quarterback in the first year? That's blasphemy.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Slow down, Fernando. We don't do that.
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just saying. All right, Dan, why don't you go with yours?
I'm finally. Thank God we're here. I've been waiting for this.
Did you always gotta mention me in your freaking takeaway?
Let's just take a little recap of what happened over the weekend with our good friend, that stooge, that scumbag, Gilberto.
What you got?
First off, there we go. There we go. There
I like
we
the
go.
belief.
I just need everyone to understand something. Can we get a moment of silence? Not only, okay, is the poor city of Houston hit with hurricanes so often, not only have they been struggling for years, but now when there's a few expectations, they can't even win a game when Goff throws 5 picks.
I
why?
left. The Hurricanes
You
not
know
there
why?
anymore. That's them.
Because they can't overcome the Gilberto curse, Frown. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. They can't get over that hump. Forget beating the Chiefs or anybody else. They can't get over the hump of the Gilberto curse.
Dan,
Now
as of right now, your Chargers would go play Houston.
And guess what's happening, Gilberto?
That's a dub.
Hurricane. Gonna grab that W, baby. Here we come. Shit, I should have written this down. I already forgot the other two.
Commanders.
But yes, another one. He picks them as Gilberto's team. Gilberto's team. And guess what happens? They choke it against the damn Steelers.
I actually have a reason for that. It's your
Here
fault.
we go. Yes,
I blame you. You're the
That's
jinx.
not true at all. That's not true at all.
The entire Sunday, you were texting about my team, this team. I would need this team to win. And every time you said that, they lost. You said,
You know
go
what?
Commanders, and they lost.
You know what's
Mike
funny to
Williams
me?
came through.
I spent one day saying that. You've spent the whole season calling them your Commanders.
Well, I'm gonna blame
I'm
you.
so sure.
We're
so
making
sure.
This Dan's jinx, okay?
I'm
Let's
so
make-
sure I'm
make-
the
make it a
problem.
thing.
I'm so sure I'm the
And then
problem.
you-
Mike Williams
you
kind
have
of
the
screwed
Broncos
you,
win.
Dan.
I know, bastard. Was there another one? I think I had one more for now. I just can't remember now.
No, that was basically the.
That's
the
what I
two
thought. Yeah,
teams.
we can move
Yeah.
on. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
Wait for my burial.
Well,
I'm
didn't
coming.
you say Russell Wilson and the Steelers were going to suck, and they're 3-0 since he took over? But I'm the
Oh, wow.
curse
4-0.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh, I
there you
can't
go.
wait for the pick.
Who have they played? Who have they played? They haven't played anybody. They haven't
Commanders.
played anybody. Oh, now the Commanders are a good team.
You know,
Okay.
they play the Chargers,
Okay.
by the way, the Chargers are nobody apparently to you now.
No, that's you, guy. You're who they play. Who they play. Why don't you go ask Mike Tomlin who they've played? See how that goes.
We do not care.
Exactly. We play the person that's in front of us. Exactly. Here,
Yeah,
I
well, I
like
mean-
this. There you go, Angel. Whole lot of curse. Can't get over it.
You got through though, touchdown. By the way, I love the jab that he threw at Aaron Rodgers. Red line, get out of here.
Yes.
Who did?
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh,
Mike
Mike
Williams.
Williams.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He had a
by the way-
hashtag red line.
By the
Never
way, did
should've
you
left.
hear? Did you guys hear what Mike Tomlin was asked about Deontay Johnson? And
Ooh,
this is
even
what.
another jab here.
Ooh.
I hadn't thought a lot about it. He's not on a lot of their video, and so I don't know that I've weighed, what he might mean to the matchup. They got more significant pieces with large
Oh,
that I have to my attention at this part of the week.
they got Rashad Bateman, and he's better
Dude,
than you.
he took the shovel and kept going, dude. He was putting them
Talk about a
Lower-
burial.
lower than the buried alive
Well,
match.
he
in
pretty much quit
WWE.
on Mike Tomlin. That's why they traded his ass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, that was so.
Hey,
bad.
Mike Tomlin, coach of the year so far?
Yeah.
Either him or Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
Oh no, Jonathan Gannon's gonna be. I think Jonathan Gannon is a sneaky undercover
boy.
one if they win the division.
The only problem is he coaches the Cardinals and nobody cares about the Cardinals, but hopefully they keep winning.
Only because the problem is they don't have a character out there anymore, or some guy with some aura, as the kids say. When Bruce Arians was out there, everybody was locked in on the Cardinals.
Actually, yeah, good point.
All right, let's go over to our Compas NFL Power Rankings. Gilbert, go ahead.
Yes, a little bit of a shakeup here after
Oh,
everything's
God.
going down. I got the Lions number one. Yeah, they look pretty ugly, and yeah, people want to. I shouldn't say this. Like, give them a lot of credit for being gritty. But the Texans choked it away. CJ Stroud didn't do crap, but I still like the Lions. They're my number one team. You have your rough days every now and then. You're still 8-1, but the Texans choke it away. That's them. Okay. And number two, the Chiefs. They got lucky again, but they're still 9-0. And I like to have my power rankings about what have you done in the big scheme of things, big picture, and there's still the chance back to back. The Bills, I feel dirty doing this because I don't believe in them, but at some point I got to give them credit. They're 8-2, but what the hell have they done? Who would they be? Honestly, to be honest here.
Can I ask you here? I'm sorry, Gilbert. I have to ask you, if they beat the Chiefs, like what do they have to do against the Chiefs?
I'll give them a little respect, but like I just seen the movie too many times. They always choke in the playoffs. It's kind of like the Ravens. They got Matt Milano back. I think they might do better. I don't know if he plays this week, but If they do beat them, I get it. I might give them a little more respect there. I wouldn't be worried at all about the Chiefs here if they lose to the Bills, because when it matters, they'll play better. But they're doing well.
They do, huh? They do.
They're back-to-back champions. Come on, get over it.
Again, roll the tape, guy. You know what's
then,
funny? You know what's the sad part? I'm gonna cut you off like you cut me off. You know what's the sad part? We went through the past few Super Bowls, all of them, controversies left and right. It's just insane.
Get your tinfoil hats out here. Let's have this conspiracy talk
Let me
again.
tell you what's going on. I can't even do the voice. I'm gonna kill myself.
Anyways, last week, where was the referee help at? They freaking blocked the field goal. Get over it.
No, there was an illegal contact made on that final draw on there.
All right, the games.
I'm sure there was a holding.
Whatever. Anyways,
and Jawan Taylor still he's still false starting.
Who cares? Anyways, number 4.
Exactly.
You guys want
Neither does Roger. Roger doesn't care.
Maybe it's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, the two greatest people. What they do. Anyways, number 4. The Steelers have a complete team. I am so done with the Ravens. You have no defense. You are terrible. I could probably throw 400 yards on the Ravens secondary. Dan, you're gonna be my protector. Can you do that for me? Just block a little bit, and I'll go down the field. But I don't know. The Ravens lost to the freaking Raiders. They lost to what was it?
That was the other one.
I already forgot the bad one that they lost to. There was 2 of
Browns.
them. The Browns. They got lucky with the bad Bengals team. I'm starting to not like them a little bit. Obviously, we've seen the movie with the Ravens. I fell for it a little bit earlier this year, but they have no defense, and I think that's going to come back and bite them in the butt come the playoffs. So we'll find out this week as the Steelers beat the Ravens. We'll find out very much about all of them. And then number 5, I really didn't know who to pick. So Minnesota being straight down by into the end and throwing 80 interceptions, but they found a way. They're still 7-2. There you go.
All right, Vic.
Oh, you want me to go? All right. Until the Chiefs lose, I'm gonna keep picking them number 1. I feel dirty doing it every week, but hey, I got
dirty boys apparently.
I gotta give them credit here. The gritty Lions. I was really impressed. They got punched in the mouth, and I'm with you, Gilbert. The Texans gave that game away. One of the things that I really took away from this game and this matchup is you have a team that doesn't need a quarterback, and then you have a team that relies too much on their quarterback with the Texans. And, I feel bad for CJ Stroud because he's having to do everything in that, and the Texans defense is actually really good. Bobby Slowick, that's another guy that he might be looking for a job at the end of the season because he just cannot make any adjustments. So, but Lions number 2 here. The 2 teams that I've been riding with this season have been the Bills and the Vikings here. I have them number 3, number 4. As Gilbert says, my question mark with the Bills is their defense, but they get Matt Milano back. That's going to help them a lot. And it's going to be a prove-it game for the Bills here. I want to see what they do against the Chiefs. If they come out of this, and as you said, Gilbert, for both the Bills and the Ravens and any other team in the AFC, it comes down to the playoffs and facing up against the Chiefs. Unfortunately, we can't say hey, the Chiefs haven't won a road game in the playoffs anymore. So you're gonna have to go on the road and beat the Chiefs at some point.
What else
in the
you got?
postseason. Yeah, because that's the way you dethrone a champion is by doing it, at their house. As you said, the Vikings number 4 just I've been on them since week 2 or week 3. Defensively, they're doing a great job. The one thing I have a problem with here, or I guess my only issue here with the Vikings is Darrisaw, their left tackle, him being out for the season and replacing him with Cam Robinson. We've already seen what happened against the Jaguars. They really miss him. And then the Eagles. Honestly, I couldn't pick any other team. I'm just not a believer in the Steelers, Gilbert. I'm sorry. They're one of those teams that I'm just not a big fan of.
You didn't pick the Ravens, so I won't say anything.
Yes. Yeah, and I just can't. I can with the Steelers. I'm sorry. That's just a personal thing. But in terms of the Eagles, yes, I don't have a real, like you said, I don't have a real reason for picking them here, but they have a good record, and so I chose the Eagles over the Steelers.
All right. I went Chiefs, Lions, Bills. I did go with the Ravens just because they did win that gritty game at the end.
You don't care for defense.
Huh?
You don't care for defense, Fernando.
No, I do. I think the winner of the Ravens Steelers is gonna jump into this thing, but I can't. I don't believe in the Steelers, and I really don't believe in the Ravens either. I know some people are trying to get me to buy the Ravens. I can't buy the Ravens. I get it. They have Derrick Henry. That's great. But I still don't believe in them. Like you said, Gilbert, that defense is just not good. They're giving up a bunch of yards. They're giving up points. I'm telling you one thing. If Quentin Johnston and Jalen Reagor and Ladd McConkey and all those guys, if they really go off on them, then they should be. I think I saw a stat. I have it right here. Real quick.
Play Justin Herbert that week. Fantasy
let me read it off to you. The Ravens coverage stats after 8 games. Marcus Williams has 158.3 passer rating against. Brandon Stevens, third most yardage allowed among cornerbacks.
Sheesh.
4 players with a passer rating of under 100 is Roquan Smith, Kyle Smith, Marlon Humphrey, and Nate Wiggins. But they're still pretty high up. Well, Marlon Humphrey 64.9, Nate Wiggins 70.6, but everybody else, it's high. Like most of their corners have pretty high. They're giving up a high amount, and they've been having a revolving door at cornerback this year. So it's gonna, they're playing the Steelers this weekend. You know they're gonna come out battered and bruised from that game. So it'll be interesting to see how they are moving forward. The Eagles are hot right now, so I'm gonna go with them, but. Obviously, again, that's another revolving door. All right, this is what I look forward to every week. Yep. Let's go with Dan's bottom 5. Dan, start us off.
My laptop's at 12%, so I'm going to ride it until the wheels come.
Okay.
But, I'm very disappointed this week because someone eclipsed those useless bastards out in Missouri. And the useless bastard was none other than those mild high, morphine-driven horses over there. How the hell do you get into field goal range and you have it blocked for a game winner against the Chiefs? What in, God's name, I'm convinced, Gilberto. I said this in the chat. The Chiefs made some deal with the devil. The Epstein list. They sacrificed kids, allegedly, probably.
Oh, okay.
I just can't believe what I'm watching, dude. This is unbelievable. This is pure, otherworldly things going on to make sure it falls their way. It's honestly unbelievable. I'm sick of watching this, but the Broncos are number 1, inexcusable. You finally were gonna, rid us of the undefeated Chiefs and the Swift and all that stuff, and here you go, shit in the bed like you like to. Chiefs, can't stand them. Commanders failed me. The damn Commanders against the freaking Steelers. Now they only have to win 2 more games, and then my bet's over, and I lost my bet. I'm not gonna be happy about that. The Texans, just because they're Gilberto's team, let's throw them in there.
They're not my team.
And the Bears, also Gilberto's team, but I just can't stand watching them.
Gave up.
They suck.
They lost to the Patriots, Dan.
That's pretty bad.
Hey, who called it? I picked them.
I don't know. I don't think so. Let's just let's only remember Gilberto's shitty takes. That's my favorite.
Yeah, all right. The complete power rankings is Chiefs number 1, Lions number 2, Bills number 3, Ravens number 4, Eagles number 5. All right, let us go to all 4 compas picks. We are picking the 5 teams last week. I went 3-2. Dan went 3-2. Gilberto went 3-2. Vic went 2-3. Here are the season records. Dan is the lead dog, 29-18. Vic is in second place at 26-21.
No, Frau. Don't be in the basement. Don't be in the basement.
25-22. I'm catching up to Gilberto. I am.
We've been separated by 1 game for a month.
No. We were separated
doing
by 3.
For last place or for first place?
No, we're doing a punishment for last place.
Oh,
yeah, last
it
place.
can't be me. All right.
So we are doing something though.
Yeah, we're doing something for last place.
Gosh,
okay.
I was close to 5-0. Freaking.
So we all need to work together to put Gilberto down there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. Let us start this off. Browns at Saints. I will go with the Saints.
Why are you
Gilbert.
choosing this game?
Who cares? It's fun.
Yeah, give me the Browns.
1.
We need 1 crappy game a week, apparently.
Yes, exactly.
Give me the Browns. That's my dog already.
Dan.
I'll take the Saints.
Vic.
Give me the Browns.
All right.
It's what's his name? Revenge game.
Deshaun Watson.
Jameis Winston revenge game.
Oh.
All right, Commanders at Eagles. I will go with the Eagles. Gilberto.
I need this badly, man. Commanders, you prove that curse wrong. Give me the Commanders.
Dan.
I'm working on the curse. Let's go Eagles. Dude. The curse is
Vic.
gonna hit.
Give me the Eagles.
All right, Ravens at Steelers. I am gonna go and use my underdog here. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Gilbert.
Wow, it's gonna be 3 dogs from here. Steelers for sure.
Dan.
I'll take the Steelers. That'll be my dog. Because I'm the
Give
top
me,
dog.
give me the Ravens in this game. I'll be the lone wolf here.
He's got to catch
There
up.
you go.
I am not gonna pick the
Falcons
Steelers.
at Broncos. I will go with the Broncos. Gilbert.
I'll take the Broncos. I'm pissed off with the Falcons last week. Broncos.
Dan.
It's at Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
I don't trust the Broncos. After what they,
And plus,
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up. I'll take the Falcons.
Yeah, give me the
Vic.
Falcons too.
right.
Falcons.
Chiefs at Bills. How are the Bills favored? You know what? I need to catch up. I'll go with the Bills. Gilbert.
4 dogs. I'm surprised. Give me the Chiefs here, of course.
All he does is pick favorites. Don't be impressed.
4 dogs in right here in that.
Dan.
I'll take the Chiefs.
Vic.
Give me the Bills. I was gonna go the opposite way of Dan. I was like,
Yeah, I know.
thought he was gonna
Trust
go with
me.
the Bills.
There's only one thing I care about: beating Gilberto. That's the only thing I care about.
Oh yeah, so you're gonna have the same pick as me every week.
I thought about doing that, but then I was like, no, because I want to increase that margin. That way I
Pick
can
the
really rub
Bills.
it in
Come
your
on,
face.
you need that undefeated season to go away.
Reverse psychology doesn't work on me. It's not real.
Okay.
All right.
I don't read the
good
script.
luck
The
to
script reads
everybody.
me.
Good luck to everybody on their picks. Now let us go quickly with.
Nice.
Yeah.
I only have 11%. I wanted to get to this.
All right. Because he only has 11%, I'm going to let Dan go first, and I already have it queued up, Dan. So
Okay.
do you want me to start off with?
I don't care which.
Okay.
No, let's
All
do the tweets first, and then we'll go to the clips.
You want to do which one first?
The clips. No. The tweets. Then we'll go to the
Oh,
clips.
all right.
Gilberto's hero.
Hey, where are we going with this?
All right.
Look, he's nervous. He's nervous. Let me tell you something. Dan and Dago doesn't. There's no script. We would just show up and we do it. That's all I do.
All right.
I'm
All right,
fire
hold
from
on.
the hip, baby.
Same-
Call me
same time
Clint
that way.
Eastwood. Call me what's his name? Billy the Kid, dude.
All right, here I go. Sorry, I was trying to find it.
I thought it was queued up. What happened? We're just wasting
Here it
time.
is. Here it is. Here it is.
Okay, good.
Playing grab ass over here.
I know. This is ridiculous to me.
hold
Can
on,
you zoom
hold
in
on,
so I
hold
can
on.
read this.
Here you go.
Yeah, there you go. Zoom in. I think quarterback play is better than it's ever been. First off, never start a tweet with I think. It leaves wiggle room and it means you have no conviction.
All right.
Second, this is the type of stupidity I'm tired of today's like
sarcastic,
sports
or?
media. I don't think so, because in a later tweet, let's go to the later tweet for now. Can we check the
Okay.
tape?
What else we got?
The tape doesn't lie. Okay. We have a nice little
yeah.
response
Dom
here.
goes, yeah, not even. Yeah,
I remember that
not even
season.
close.
Yeah.
So then,
Drew Brees went like
stats.
70%
Look at the
passing. in that.
stats. 5,000. That was Drew Brees' record-setting year, I think. Okay, it will sleep soon, so let's kind of get going. I got 10%. Okay. Josh Allen is
why don't you
currently.
lower the brightness?
Oh, that's a good point.
I'll
isn't
read
it?
it for you.
Oh,
I'll read it
low
for you.
battery mode too.
Oh yeah, I can't see anything now. So yeah, read it to me
All
real
right.
quick.
Josh Allen is currently projected to finish with
Projected. What the hell is projected? You know what
With-
that means? Room for error, which means you're an idiot. That is ridiculous.
with fewer
yeah.
passing yards than all the top 10 quarterbacks of that year. Doesn't mean that he's a worse QB, or
is.
rather that
He
he
is.
is not, or the game has evolved and basic stats don't capture.
I don't understand how the game's evolved if she's worried about cover 2 defenses. What are we talking about? This is what I'm so sick of. The double speak, the idiotic. Go back to the QBR or whatever was the later tweet that I'm sure she was all excited for. It's just when people ask me what's wrong with this, with the state of affairs, I don't talk about politics. This is what's wrong with the state of affairs. Football is wrong because they're bringing out all these nerds and computers and they have no idea what's going on. No one cares in 50 years from now. No one cares for a quarterback what their QBR or their success rate was, whatever the hell that means, or any of that other stuff. They only care about passing yards, touchdowns, interceptions. Did we lose the success rate thing?
Nah, I'm trying to find it. I apologize.
Either way, don't worry. Don't even waste your time for now. It's the most idiotic thing ever. Some crony, it's probably her burner, defended her saying QBR success rate in that year was this. The success rate in this year was that. It's so stupid, dude. You can't tell me my eyes lied. Just go to the list of quarterbacks. Look at this. Look at this. Go to the list of quarterbacks. Let me zoom in. I would take Drew Brees, Brady, Stafford, not Eli. He's terrible. I would take definitely Aaron Rodgers in those days.
Super Bowl champion.
In those, no, he's garbage. I'm not going to get into that. I don't have enough time. I would take any of those quarterbacks over the quarterbacks of today. That game was better back then. It took a lot more to be it took a lot more to be a quarterback back then. They weren't as protected. I would take any of those guys over any of these bums today, except the son of Odin. He's the only treasure.
Oh, yeah.
He's amazing. But now let's go to the clips. Let's go to the clips. Anyway, long story short, I can't stand all these nerds with their stupid, it's just making football worse. These people want to tell me success rate and all these random numbers. This isn't baseball, guy. Here we go. Listen to this.
Joe Burrow this week, Colin. This will be the toughest quarterback this defense has faced. And the Chargers defense, by the way, has not allowed more than 20 points in a game this season.
Yeah.
Pretty great start, right?
Yeah.
And then they have a little Lamar Jackson, as you can see the schedule here.
It gets tough.
And then Matt Ryan, winnable. Patrick Mahomes.
Matt Ryan on the Falcons.
Patrick Mahomes.
Matt Ryan on the Falcons.
It gets tough.
And then Matt Ryan, winnable. Patrick
Winnable
Mahomes.
against Matt
The
Ryan.
next four
Kirk Cousins.
Why don't you show the other clip? Yeah, here we
Well,
go.
the Rams are still not healthy on the interior of their O-line. They're playing a rookie center. They don't want to. They're playing a pretty marginal left guard. So it's still not a great O-line. Is Christian Wilkins playing the D tackle for the Dolphins?
They're not going to do inactives until
Christian
Wilkins.
Wilkins.
So Raiders.
Christian Wilkins.
And their lineman came back, too.
Wilkins. I hope this isn't. Oh, you know what? Oh, shit. What did I do? I did something. Hold on. I'm hoping this isn't some gotcha where those are old clips. I doubt it.
They're not.
No, they're not.
Talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I do this part-time. I can still remember half of these guys, dude. You know what I'm
quarter time.
Could you imagine if they gave us a budget of whatever the hell he gets over there? We'd be killing it. This is why I'm so tired also of this.
Yeah, we could get Minas Kimes in studio so you could talk to her.
I wouldn't be able to do it because I'd be,
all right,
it just wouldn't be a good idea. I'd be like, you're totally wrong on all these things. Let's all forget, or let's all remember her freezing take, and I'll give you some credit, Gilberto. Worse than something you've ever said.
Oh, okay.
Starting Trey Lance in an NFC championship. What a genius. My God. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just unbelievable to me. I'm so tired of all these talking heads who have no idea what's going on. I'm so glad.
Remember Stephen A. Smith said Hunter Henry was going to play?
Oh, it's terrible. It's horrible, bro. Horrible. And I'm just so glad, we're starting to move into the era of, long form podcast where we're kind of talking about things and everything else. Because these guys, I'm so tired of these people thinking they're just geniuses on their 30-minute show or whatever that's totally scripted. I'm willing to bet half of the time they're just reading things. It's not even real takes, dude. And it's all for clicks. It's absolutely unbelievable. I just saw those two clips and I wanted to bury them. It's unbelievable, dude. You do that full time, I'm sure you get paid a hell of a lot of money. You got to at least be prepared and be ready to roll.
You said
what are we doing?
Tina, Dan, I do this part-time better than you can never do this full-time.
There you go. That's one time I'll get the leader of the C Nation or whatever some credit.
You part-timer.
Who?
You.
Yeah, me. Yeah, I do it better than half of those fools could do it full. Or I do it better part-time. Fuck. No,
anyways,
they can never do it full-time.
Yeah, I got tongue-tied. I'm sweating.
I'm guessing she was watching that Thursday night game and got too excited between Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson because honestly, I can't really think of maybe more than 4 quarterbacks are doing too well. I can't even pick a.
Lamar could have played in the
No. He's throwing into triple coverage in the AFC.
All right, this is a different conversation, by the way. I think Lamar Jackson is 10 times better than Michael Vick, and people want to credit Michael Vick all the freaking time. That guy was overrated. He had like one good rookie year, but anytime we talk about
I don't know about that.
The Mount Rushmore of versatile quarterbacks. They always talk about Michael Vick.
You heard what he said? You heard what he said, running back. All of a sudden, I'm not a criminal anymore now, am I?
There's way better versatile quarterbacks than Michael Vick. Like, come on, get out. Anyway, that's a whole different conversation.
I would take Michael Vick after prison.
He wasn't
over
a good
Lamar
thrower.
Jackson
He was never a good thrower. He was a good
Are you
thrower.
after prison?
He wasn't a pocket passer. Jalen Dan was a better passer than
he was. No, after
Michael Vick
prison.
already.
After
Anyways,
prison,
Michael Vick sucks. Anyway, you guys on my take there. Anyway,
Gilberto stood with him in between him and Dante in the line one time.
Wait, Perros, okay?
Wow. He did his time. Vic did his time.
Anyways, I forgot what the whole point was, but I just hate how people always try to compare eras. Anyways, I think Lamar Jackson would do well in the Michael Vick era, and I don't care.
You're so smoked.
Cam Newton is better than Michael
Ray
Vick.
Lewis would have beat the shit out of
Cam
that
Newton's
guy. He would have never would have seen Troy Polamalu coming. Are you kidding me? James Harrison would have decleated him.
If you want to talk about him starting the whole trend, whatever, but you can go back to Randall Cunningham, and he's better too.
Oh,
anyways,
yeah, better passer, yeah. What about the guy for the Redskins? Sorry, the team that must not be named. I apologize.
RG3?
No, that guy sucks. What's his name? Was it Williams? Doug Williams?
Doug Williams. But yeah, anyways, for some reason they always want to crown him. But anyways, I just brought it up the whole Lamar Jackson fight. The thing is, like, I don't know why you're making that take now, because you're watching one Thursday night football game with really, really bad defense on both sides, and we're just gonna just say it's the greatest quarterback battle.
Like the yards that they were a couple of years ago. Like
you have to understand.
Herbert is at Herbert is in the middle of the pack at 1,800 passing yards. Like there's other quarterbacks. No. I'm just talking like Caleb Williams threw for 130 yards. Like
trash. Get him off the screen.
A lot of like Mahomes isn't throwing for that many yards.
Trash.
Like, everything is
That's what I'm saying. I don't get why we're all fascinated off of that one Thursday night game where I thought was like the defense is pathetic. I thought it was
like that's what you have to tell Tyler Dragon. I'm like, okay, he's had almost 500 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns, but they've lost both games against the Ravens. Like, there's like, okay, they could throw for 200. He could get 200 receiving yards, but they're not winning. That doesn't translate to winning football.
Well, this is how dumb it is, Fernando.
And they don't.
If the Bengals win those 2 games against the Ravens, who are we talking about MVP right now? Joe Burrow. And it's
or Jamar Chase.
They're bad defenses, both of them, but whatever.
But the biggest thing is now all these morons, your hero included, are box score watchers. That's all they do. They just see the stats. They don't watch the game. They don't understand what's going on in the game. You're telling me, you see these watered down defenses. Are you all right? What happened over there?
No, I was scratching something.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, you see this watered down football and all the calls going for offenses and everything else. You're telling me Drew Brees wouldn't have thrown for 10,000 yards in this league, or Brady, or half of these guys? For
in
God's
one season,
sake,
that's a lot.
Oh, he'd be able to do it, baby. He'd be able to sling that thing. But these guys aren't like. Again, I just go back to the fact that they're trying to get these casuals into this, and football's not for casual people, dude. I don't care. They need to stop freaking trying to make this. Let's just get as many high scores as we can and all this other stuff. Get back to real football. Real football is what the Lions are. Real football, well, except Jared Goff, you can get him out of the equation. Real football is what the Chargers are trying to be, and that's building a team inside out and being dominant and physical. That's the problem. They think building teams is just on the outside. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
that's why Joe Burrow doesn't have a ring besides the 12th man, but
I was probably one of the few people who wasn't that excited about Ravens Bengals because there was no defense.
It was bad. No, it was pretty. And then the way Jamar Chase was getting loose, like he was just shaking.
What the hell?
They were falling on the ground.
He was open for like
he
20
ran
yards.
in a straight line.
He went that way.
All right,
horizontal.
Gilbert, why don't you give us your burial?
Yeah, obviously I can't top that passionate rant from Dan, but. And I also started seeing some more context, so I don't know who to really bury here, but I want to talk about it because Kyle Shanahan told reporters yesterday that everybody overreact. Well, everybody made it a big deal without knowing the full story, and I was one of those people who's making it a big deal because I'm like, Debo, what are you doing, choking the long snapper and slapping the kicker around? Like somebody made a joke. I think it was maybe on the broadcast.
Urban Meyer.
I think it was a broadcast yesterday. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. The kicker. I think it was Troy Aikman who said, "I'm so glad that Jake Moody made that field goal because who knows what would have happened to the kicker there." Obviously talking about Debo there. And then you heard Kyle Shanahan saying, "Well, honestly, it was more the long snapper's fault." he came at Debo because I think Debo was just telling the kicker, like, hey man, just be better, you'll be good. It was more like, tough love, which I guess you could do. One of the is he a captain? I don't know, but it was more like tough love. And then the long snapper's like, shut the hell up, man, get out of our face. And that's when Debo lost it. And I'm like, crap. Okay, so I can't really defend that because long snapper, know your role, you get cut tomorrow, and that's Debo. But for Debo to choke him and then slap the kicker around, it's a little too much there. I've never seen that before. Hey, exactly. Yeah, but then Jake Moody made the field goal after that, so it kind of worked. So I didn't know who to bury here, but I just wanted to say 49ers, stop pointing the fingers and just win, make a field goal, win the game. Baker Mayfield played lights out, by the way. Fernando, you're a boy, but you should not have been in a close game there with the Buccaneers.
Can I add something here? I just feel bad for kickers because they keep getting strays from everybody. Whether it's like, well, now they're just making 50-yard field goals like nothing. And so now we got to make it tougher for them. And, it just seems like everybody just keeps, and then the stupidest take, going back to what Dan was talking about was about kickers this week and how you should not draft a kicker. It doesn't matter what round it is. And I'm just like, look, man, like I understand that we all need to pick like it's an easy target for kickers to be picked on right now. But I'm just like, where does Jake Moody was hurt, man? He's playing hurt with a bum ankle. And now first it was like, we need to make it harder for kickers. And then it's like, well, you shouldn't draft a kicker in any round. And I'm just like, they took him like in the 3rd or 4th round. Who cares? I mean, most of these teams can't even hit on 3rd round picks. So that was the other thing.
Well, now go into your burial.
Well, I was gonna say, real quick, I was gonna say, Younghoe Koo pissed me off because he missed 3 field goals. I almost got Debo on him. I just wanted to say that. They would have beaten the Saints if it wasn't for Koo.
Debo, who's coming over? Debo.
Go ahead.
Mine is more because I feel like this is hilarious. I had no idea about this situation with the sun coming in. I saw the game. I noticed that CeeDee Lamb missed a catch there for a touchdown because of the sun. And then the more I kind of listen to, as you talked about earlier, Gilbert, you kind of get more of this story and you find out more of it. To me, this was just hilarious. That's why I used it as my burial, but it was more because I wanted to talk about this. So apparently, when they host other things there at Jerry's World, they put curtains up so the sun doesn't come in. And then Jerry, for some reason, he's just stubborn about it. He refuses to use the curtains when the Cowboys are playing, even though his own team has complained about it. But somebody said a great thing about this, and it was the reason Jerry Jones refuses to put the curtains down is because he wants people to continue to talk about it because his team is so shitty right now that this is a way for people to continue the conversation. And this keeps the Cowboys in the conversation.
That Monday night game is going to be terrible.
Yeah, the last thing I wanted to say about this, I almost sent you guys this, but during Mike McCarthy's press conference the next day, the sun was hitting his face, and they put like a little tarp so it wouldn't hit his face.
That's so
Jar.
Shout out to you, Jerry, for
Jerry.
thinking about the fact
going to be bad.
The Thanksgiving game is going to be worse.
Oh, man.
I know. Somebody now we're actually going to have to talk to our families.
By the way, the Panthers have the same record as the Cowboys. That's how bad it is.
Ooh?
Yeah.
The Panthers have a better record, or I think 3-6 or something.
I'm going to be quick with mine. My bad, Vic. I just remembered this one.
No, do it.
People Magazine. What the hell?
Who is that guy?
He's dating Selena Gomez.
I know that, but what else does he do?
I don't know.
Why is he famous?
I don't know. Like that's all. Like that's the sexiest man alive. Like
there was a funny.
Selena Gomez is with him. I guess people like that apparently.
Dude, she looks weird. She's probably a lizard person now. I don't know about that.
Like
the reason I know about him is because he's a producer and he's produced some like really big hits.
Okay.
Like
that's sure. You know what other producer I knew?
Sexiest man alive.
You know what other producer I knew that they were all friends with?
What?
Go ahead, finish.
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I would choose me over him, no lie. Like this guy looks like a troll. Like he just looks
Yeah, but it's not
weird.
controversial. That's why people are gonna buy this magazine because it's like this guy or
Dude,
talk
do you
about
see
it.
his face right there for now? It looks
They're
like he's
doing
doing
the
like
Jerry
a Thad
thing here.
Castle.
This looks
Like-
like he's gonna pick up your 5-year-old kid at a mall and like
Oh,
take
no.
off running with him. Allegedly.
It's a little
What
weird.
is he like? What is he wearing? Like, can we just wear normal clothes for photo shoots again? Like, why do we just have to wear the weirdest? You know, it looks like they cut curtains half the time and make them close or
Oh,
wallpaper.
for Jerry's
Yeah, from
stadium.
Jerry's.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Jar.
It's just so like and Gilbert's right. They did it to like get everybody talking about it, and people were tweeting about it, and they were like, "What the hell is this?" So
No one cares, no one cares. You know, but this is the problem. I think this further highlights society. We promote people who are worthless and should not be there in the first place. Look at the boom guys and the Tizzler and the stupid
Forget
Talk
Jake
Tua and all
Delgado,
that stuff there.
Paul.
Oh, Jake Paul, all of them. So many people are just, I just can't believe. The worst part is the kids who say, "What do you want to be when you're older?" Famous. Oh my God, dude. Just so sad. Just so sad, honestly.
Yeah, and,
social media is a double-edged sword.
I'll leave you with a positive. Your head coach
There we
was
go.
on with Pat McAfee.
Oh, let's
Oh.
see. Hopefully
And
we don't get
there were
flagged.
some high fives.
I like high fives.
Get one here, huh?
Yeah,
Watch your head
each other
coach.
high five.
Okay.
That's my head coach right there. I know Gilberto's angry.
Why? He's a good coach.
I have a
like
question.
him.
Beautiful.
How come
Yeah.
AJ Hawk is never in studio?
Oh, he
AJ
lives in
Hawk
Ohio.
lives in Ohio, and they live in
Okay.
Indy. So when on Fridays though, he is in studio when Pat has to go to
Game day.
when
He's
Pat
like
has
the
to go to
host,
game
right?
day. AJ drives in and he does the in studio stuff.
Don't worry. When we make it, I'll be coming to you from some, bunker at an undisclosed location also. Don't you worry about that.
But AJ's in his like they're like, oh yeah, he's in his attic. And one time they heard like knocking on the door. They're like, who is that? It's like, oh, my son wants to get in there, and they're like, because his son's name is Axel Hawk.
No,
So
it's
he's like,
Axel
old
Jericho
Axel.
or something.
That's
Old
cool.
Axel's about
Yeah.
Axel Jericho Hawk.
Oh, okay. Even the middle name. Okay.
Yeah. So then they're like, Axel's over there tearing in the door, saying, "Dad, let me in." So it's pretty funny, but all right. Again, everybody, thank you so much for checking out another episode of Compas on the Beat. Don't forget to check out the merch. We have
5%.
hoodies, we have buttons, we have stickers.
What?
We appreciate everybody who was in here, who spoke. Jay, Blue Dream, Jorge, Angel. Thank you to Robert. Thank you to hold on. Thank you to Diego. Again, thank you to Jorge. Thank you to everybody else who jumped on and Tay. Thank you to everybody who jumped on. And there is the link for the hoodie. You guys are awesome.
Check out the hoodie. It's starting to get cold.
Yeah, exactly. Dan always wears his hoodie. So, there you go.
Shout out
Gilberto's
to
wearing-
Jorge, man. He keeps giving us money and he
Yeah.
keeps buying stuff from the shop. So
He
Yeah,
won't,
no,
he
shout
won't
out
be
to
able to
you,
eat this
Jorge.
week, but we appreciate it.
What did he say?
He
He
can't
won't
eat
be
this
able to
week.
eat this week.
We
Oh my
appreciate it,
God.
Jorge.
Inflation's
We
a
appreciate you,
sumbitch.
Jorge. We appreciate everybody also. Wednesday, who do the Rams play? Oh, the Seahawks. The Seahawks
No, Patriots.
no, the
Patriots.
Patriots?
Patriots.
Drake
Out
May,
there?
baby.
out
Yeah.
there.
Out there.
Yes.
Oh, you know what
Oh,
my
wow.
other bet with Eric is? I bet
What
that
is
the Rams won't make the playoffs.
Ooh.
Not a bad bet.
It's so
like
fun. Like it's
this.
so funny when those two bet because I always benefit. I'm
this.
always there no matter what, so I get
I
a
like
benefit
this.
from the winner and the loser. So or whoever loses. But yeah, Dan actually was going for Tua last night, surprisingly.
I know,
Wow.
surprisingly enough. And he finally
But
came
felt-
through.
he
Dan,
felt
what did
dirty,
you
right?
come away thinking about Tua last night?
He sucks, dude. They're so bad.
But
There's-
Mina Kimes says that he's good.
I don't want
What's
to
the
get
best
into it.
quarterback of ever?
I've done an F tour.
Yeah. All right. What else did I? Okay, so
So bad.
they're playing the Patriots. Wow, that might be a trap game.
Let's go,
Especially
Drake
in
May.
England.
Drake May, my God.
Yeah.
Foxborough.
Oh, did you hear that?
What do you say?
His guy, Drake May.
Oh, the curse.
I
Oh,
threw
the
away
curse.
Anthony Richardson, so I'm gonna get on the
Oh,
Drake May
that's
train.
another one. I forgot about that.
Another number 3 pick.
There you
I'm just
go.
gonna make a shirt with Alberto's face, like Jack Nicholson in The Shining when he's frozen. It's going to be like Gilberto's takes.
Oh yeah, frozen.
Yeah. Ice cold, baby.
No, I thought you were gonna have with all his teams in the back.
Oh, that would be just put all 32.
And then mark them off
he
when
never,
I give up
he
on
never
them.
talks about your
Yeah.
team, so your team would be
Good.
off of that
Don't
one.
talk about my team.
It wouldn't be right. I can't be on the Chargers bandwagon.
So fine, 31 teams.
All right. So you guys are talking on Wednesday, I'm guessing, Wednesday evening.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. And then Thursday at the halftime of Eagles Commanders, Dan and Dago and I will jump on with a special guest to talk about Cincinnati versus the Chargers Sunday night game. So that'll be interesting.
Shut them down, defense.
Exactly.
And then after us, it is Gilberto's hours. So obviously Dan will send people his cronies in
Where
there.
are you playing fantasy, Gilbert, this week?
Huh?
Where are you playing in fantasy this week?
I don't even know. I haven't. I usually check on Wednesday.
Dan Gilberto got me
I'm
kicked out.
playing you. Is that by that laugh?
Wow. What a scumbag. You got
Wow.
my brother kicked
I
out of a
thought that's
fantasy
what you
league.
said. Shut him down, defense.
Oh no! Yeah, Joe Burrow. I have Jamar Chase. It doesn't matter. It evens out. Boom. No, Victor kicked out Fernando, not me, Dan.
He threw you under the bus. He threw you under the bus.
And he's driving it. And he's driving it.
It was voted upon from people. Yeah, I'm like Aaron Rodgers running over Mike Williams. And
Mike
then
Williams.
Wow. Vic's gonna bury you next week.
I said I don't want to vote on Fernando, but I would tell him the news. Unfortunately, I never told you the news, but I thought.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody comes to me. Everybody comes to me complaining about, and I like at one point I'm just like, just vote on it. I don't care. Like, just tell me what you guys want to do.
Honestly, that was better because it was I'm especially
It's a waste of time.
season, I'm the worst when it comes to that stuff. So yeah, I would no, I don't apologize to anybody for anything. So I wouldn't apologize, but you're laughing. All right. And then Thursday, oh no, I already said that. And then Gilberto's hour. And then Sunday, I'm guessing Gilbert and Vic will speak after the Rams game. I don't know what time though.
Later.
What time?
4:45.
Is that a 1 o'clock game or a 10?
Oh, 10
No,
a.m.,
it's
but
a
I
10,
usually
but-
I don't have
Oh
time
yeah. Okay.
Busy Gilbert.
And then Dan and I probably around 9:15. What time were you out of the locker room yesterday?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I think you hopped on at 9:05.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
like
So
8:50
probably
something.
around 9, I will hop on with Dan. That's only going to be a 30-minute show because I need to get on the road. I have way
you
too
gotta
many
drive.
people depending on me that evening, so I'm gonna have to be quick with it. But yeah, so that'll be the layout for the rest of the week. Again, we appreciate you guys so much for jumping on. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to check out the Compas on the Beat merch. Don't forget to check out everything else on Compas on the Beat. Hey guys, everybody, go hit the like button right now. We have 24
exactly.
people
Go hit the
in
like
here.
button.
Can you guys go like, comment, subscribe? Dan, your line.
Be a compa, tell a compa. Goodbye, everybody. Have a nice night.
No.
Gilberto.
me.
No, well, I was just wanting him to plug the
Okay.
be a compa, tell a compa.
Yeah,
And now,
you
all
were
right.
you were hired to be the promo guy. Can you promote the merch? Do something. Come on, part timer. Give me a good promo. for you.
Part time
He's
than
gonna
you
get-
could ever do it full time.
He's gonna get Eddie and JC to come in here.
No, JC
Yeah,
won't
get it.
ever step in the dojo anymore. Apparently.
By the way, JC and Eddie are happy lately.
Oh my God! Just give it time, Frau. They're dreaming. Just give it time.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's get here. Vámonos.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Week 11 in the NFL. Time flies. Time to get going. Chargers-Bengals, good game there. Got the Rams and the Patriots. Not the best game, but also a good game. But time to get going. On that note, nos vamos. Pues, vámonos.
Goodbye.
Stop. No, we end the stream.